Good morning. Time to wake up. The sun is out. Come now. That's it. You must be exhausted. Rest a while longer if you like. I must say, it was a shock to hear you intend to deal with those scoundrels who set fire to the town. We're counting on you, though. If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
Innkeep, who are these scoundrels who set the town on fire?
You must be still half asleep. The Knights of the Eternian Sky, of course. A cruel lot, to be sure.
The Knights of the Eternian Sky? Are they back?
Back? Anyway, you've got the whole town behind you.
Right. Oh, how is Egil doing?
Egil? Who might that be?
Huh?
I left a pot on the fire. I'll let you get some more rest.
I guess I was dreaming. Entrusting Egil to the innkeep's care. Awakening the 4 crystals.
Led by Eri to the Holy Pillar.
The airship rocking violently.
Attacked by the Dark Knight, Alternus Dim.
That was no dream!
Indeed. I still have blisters from gripping the railing as the airship shook.
Then why are we here? This is Kaldisla, right? We were at the Holy Pillar! What happened to us, Eri? Did we seal the Great Chasm? Sorry, I don't really know. What?
Are they up yet, Father?
Oh, it's you, Owen. Yes, they're all awake now.
Good. I wish I could go along with them.
You've got to stay here and protect the king. Stay alert now. I'll see you later.
That was Owen! How can that be?
Oh my, perhaps we are dreaming.
Wait, let me get this straight. Who could have set the town on fire?
It doesn't seem likely the Knights of the Eternian Sky have come back to attack it again.
If Owen is here, I think it could be that black mage, Ominous.
So we must be remembering what happened back then in a dream. That makes sense.
But I wasn't with you here when this took place. I was serving under Ominous Crow, remember?
Huh, you're right.
I have no idea what is going on.
see. It is still tainted. What? But we awakened the water crystal. Something is wrong.
Let's split up and get to the bottom of this.
Ah, 'tis good of you to come. I have heard that you intend to deal with this black mage that set the town alight. You are a young man of spirit indeed. I saw that in you from the time you drove off that airship. I regret that this burden must fall upon you. Our forces will be ready to redeploy soon. Until then, we can do naught but wait. You and the Wind Vestal are our last ray of hope.
No.
Tis.
So you came too, Agnes.
Yes. What on earth is happening, Eri? We unleashed the Holy Pillar's light across the world. The Great Chasm should be gone, but here it is. I'm not too sure myself. But take a look at this. The 4 points of light. Yeah, my brooch has lost its glow. The sea is tainted too. We seem to be right back before the crystals were awakened.
This is where we first began. The place we met.
But some things are different from back then.
Huh?
We have grown closer for one. Do you not agree?
Yes. We've been through a lot together. We can do this again if it comes to it.
Of course.
It is no good. No one remembers.
Huh? You mean the fire set by the Black Mage?
No, not that. I was only in this town a short while. but I met many fine women during my sojourn. These were exciting, passionate encounters. Yet no one seems to remember them.
Idia would say you had a one-track mind if she heard that. And I would agree with her.
You are right. Let us keep this between us. But is it not strange? They did not merely forget our meeting. They were unaware of my existence. It is as if the whole town is playing a prank on me.
I saw the face of that dark knight ring a bell. He looked like...
Yes, I saw it too. I'm not ready to confront that particular matter yet, though.
Has any of your memory returned?
Hey, ring a bell. I've talked with Agnes. We think we might as well just start again from the beginning.
Start again? Go on another journey to awaken the crystals?
The sea is tainted once more. I would like to check on the crystals.
Very well then. Count me in. I'll get to meet all the women of the world again, with a clean slate. Oh, what more could a man want?
You're taking this well. Idia!
Oh, there you are. It's strange, isn't it? I don't want to believe that everything we've done up to now was just a dream. I went as far as betraying my homeland and my father to follow this path.
It was no dream. I remember your struggles.
But does it not seem that my circumstances here are unique? At first I thought time had merely been wound back. I don't know whether it's a side effect of the darkness being cleansed, or whether some powerful magic was accidentally triggered, but it doesn't add up. Why am I here with you now?
I wouldn't worry about that. You are not the only one for whom things don't make sense. If time had been turned back, there are things that would not add up for me either. I spent close to a week here, yet all memory of me has been erased from the women. People of the town.
Really?
Don't think too hard about it now. There are too many unanswered questions. All the more reason for us to start again from scratch, I think.
From scratch? Let us make for the crystal temples. I see. Okay, I'll do it. I've come this far. I might as well stick around.
First, let's go back to the inn and compare notes.
When we go to the crystal temples, will you perform the rite of awakening again? Ares' brooch seems to show that the crystals are no longer awakened. The rite must be performed. Do you have your Vestal garb? It was safely stored among our belongings.
Along with that Bravo bikini.
Huh? How do you know about that?
Anyway, the existence of these items is more evidence that this is no mere warping of time. We obtained both the Vestal Garb and the Bravo. It doesn't make sense for us to have them now. The clock has not simply been wound back, it seems.
Everyone down!
Is it the Great Chasm? It could be the Eternian Sky Knights attacking!
It's Dats! We'll all be... What are you doing here, Dats?
Ah, there you are. This was the right place.
Hold up! So you know who we are, Dats?
What? Of course I do. What are you talking about?
Well, how do I explain? Oh, are Zats and the Tavern Proprietress with you?
Yeah, they're both fine. They're on the airship.
Airship?
Right. We have the echelon all loaded up as well. We found ourselves on the deck all of a sudden, up in the skies to the east of the kingdom.
So, what exactly is going on?
This is good news! Let's head for Grandship right away then!
Something bizarre is happening, that's for sure. If I didn't know better, I'd say we were hallucinating.
I'm just happy the good old drunken pig and you lot are both fine!
It's good to have a woman on our side at a time like this.
With Dats and Zats here, we can be certain we haven't gone back in time, no?
Perhaps time started going backwards for those of us there at the Holy Pillar.
In that case, where are our past selves from this point in time?
I haven't a clue. No point trying to work this out logically. Let's start by doing what we can. Right, Agnes?
We're lucky to have Grandship. It should be a quick flight to the Crystal Temples.
Well, let's head to one of the temples and see what is up. Leave the piloting to me.
What? They've already beaten us to a pulp, and now they're back for seconds? Those snotty-nosed brats. They look innocent enough, but what a mean streak!
They'd give you a run for your money, Holly!
Watch your mouth, meathead. Would you like a boot to the face? Oh, perfect. They brought more friends with them this time.
Whoa there, hold up! Isn't that Idea with them?
I knew that little hussy wasn't to be trusted. Huh. The Templar's daughter, of all people.
Hey! Idea! What's this all about? Have you gone and stabbed us in the back?
Whoa! Turn the volume down!
I haven't been this riled up since this morning! Oh well,
Something's got them real mad!
If you've come to finish the job you started, you're in for a surprise. You forget, I am a skilled white mage. Ha! I have already healed our wounds completely! Never underestimate your elders!
I'm back in action! Feel my fists of rage!
I would tell you to calm down, but I don't think you're capable of it. Without me, who will heal your wounds? You must flee and find another partner.
Don't say that! You are the only one I need! Holly! I won't let anyone else touch me!
You dunderhead. Thanks. Anyway.
No, I'm not done yet. Nothing faces these muscles of steel.
They seemed different from last time.
You mean they weren't like that?
Not quite, no. And they seemed surprised to see us.
They said something about us bringing friends. Last time it was just you and me, Tis.
Right.
It cannot be! Idea! With the Wind Vestal and her followers? No, that can't be right! Impossible!
What are you talking about?
First, I'd like you to answer a question, Ominous. When did I leave the Knights of the Eternian Sky?
Ah! She speaks! I must be hearing things! That's it!
Black Mage! Ominous Crow! Get a grip!
Be quiet! Don't talk to me! You can't be real! So leave me alone! I know what to do. I'll just incinerate your soul till nothing is left! What is with you people? Stay away from me! It's just not right! The cheek of it! Do you despise me that much? It was all your fault anyway! Yeah, that's it! You're the ones to blame! I did nothing!
There should be no more fires in town now. I was serving under the Black Mage Ominous Crow when you first met me, right? It occurred to me when we came to this world that perhaps there's another version of me here, but she's nowhere to be found. I wonder why.
I'm sure there will be other discrepancies between this world and the last.
For instance, why did Ominous look so afraid of me back there? He did seem strangely fearful.
I think I have an idea.
Huh? What's that ring a bell?
This is just a guess, but perhaps in this world, Idia's anger at the heresy of the Black Mage came to a head. She may have given him a sound beating, then left this place.
That sounds like something Idia would do. It would also explain how scared he looked.
I'll admit, even if you had not shown up in the previous world, I would probably still have left the Eternian Sky Knights. But you make me sound like a hothead who lashes out without warning!
Do not worry, Idia. You may be quick to anger, but your other charms make up for it.
Some compliment that is!
And so the traitor crawls out of the woodwork. I know not who your companions are, Idia, but you had better change your tune or else. For better or worse, you are the Grand Marshal's daughter, and still hold at least some sway in the duchy. Your fickle whims could lead to the destruction of our realm. You must understand the position in which you are placed.
He doesn't seem to realize I am the Wind Vestal.
The king has not been captured either. Why?
Idia, you know full well what will happen if you revolt against the duchy. Consider this carefully. Do you really intend to take up with these ruffians who accompany you?
They're no ruffians. They are my friends. I could not follow the path the Knights of the Eternian Sky had taken, so I set out to see the world with my own eyes. And now I have settled things with my father, but perhaps that was all a dream?
Your words make no sense. It disturbs me that you think there can be any excuse for your actions. You shall have to learn the resolve of a knight, the hard way. Your father judged you to have come of age. That is why he assigned you to the Eternian Sky Knights. But you throw it back in his face. For shame. I am sorry, Lord Marshal. I could not stop your daughter.
Hello, hello. Look what the cat dragged in. Just how did you vermin get in here? My throat is parched beyond belief. It's all because of you. Don't think you're getting out of this one alive. That's what a rat gets for stumbling into a trap uninvited.
I know the pain that you feel, but I must ask you to stop this nonsense now!
You what? Dozy old shrew! How dare you pretend to know me?
You are accosting the townspeople who come to draw water at the oasis at the merchantry's bidding. Also, the Camera and Profiter merchantry can make money. This is pure selfishness.
Huh? What's with you people? Ugh, my head's about to split open! What about proof? Can you prove I'm behind this?
There's your evidence.
What? How did you get a hold of this? Criminy! Everything's going down the drain! I can't handle this thirst! You lot have come here to take everything from me, eh? Hypocrites like you always rush about, sword in hand, ready to fleece the last penny from the likes of me without a second thought. My worthless parents were born victims who lost everything they had. In the end, they cast me aside and left me to die. So there's me, still a kid, all by my lonesome in the desert. I was taken in by what I thought were good people, but they turned out to be scum. Just like my parents, they just wanted to make a quick buck off me. Once I was worthless to them, I was out on my backside. Do you know who saved me in the end? A band of thieves. Now isn't that something? They took from others, but gave me a reason to live. It was them who taught me that to make it, you have to be the exploiter, not the exploited. So that's what I do. I won't give that up for a bunch of pretenders like you!
Need a hand, Jackal?
Ah, Chief! Perfect timing!
The usual fee, then.
No problem. Cripes! If only I could see one last time. Not my parents. The boss!
We've defeated a man who admits he is rotten to the core. Yet I feel bad about it for some reason.
I understand. But nothing can justify what he's done.
Ah, good day. I believe this is our first meeting, yes? I am the chairman of the Camera and Profiter merchantry.
Which is a front. You are a Rudis Profitor, merchant of death. We see right through you.
Where does this come from? You are a strange girl.
You have conspired with the Time Mage Kamer, King of Ansheim, to monopolize the well here. And you hired desert thieves to attack those who went to the oasis for water.
You have no evidence of this!
We have proof. A note containing instructions to the thieves, and another mentioning a hidden passage to the palace.
Impossible! What is going on? Why would this fall into your hands? You must have scalped into my place of work! You dastardly fiends! Fine, you have unmasked me, but this changes nothing. I will never let you leave here alive!
Need some assistance, Profitor?
Is this not obvious? Kill the little pests!
I trust I will be compensated.
You shall be richly rewarded! It shall not survive!
Then we have a deal. Your money will be well spent. Our agreement ends here. This is what your money buy.
What? I've paid you a small fortune!
Any further, and I'll be placing my life on the line. That bears a surcharge of 51.2 billion pig.
That's not a surcharge! It's a national budget! You're mad!
Then this is farewell. Best of luck.
This is fraud! I'll see you reported for this!
He seemed even nastier than before, don't you think?
It's not like he was doing anything differently, though.
I felt it. His words grated more than in the previous world.
I feel more relieved we have beaten him too.
All is going according to plan. The entire kingdom grovels at my feet, Kent. Is it not brilliant, Spellpincer?
Yes, perhaps you are right, Cammer the Eighth. Or should I say, Elok the Time Mage.
There is no perhaps about it. It is hard fact, and more will prostrate themselves before me over time. Through my collaboration with Profiteur's merchantry, the price of water has surged. The people suffer greatly. The public service I have ordered will surely be a burden to them. The more I steer their discontent toward the Wind Vestal, the more they will all trust me. Thankfully, the Vestal has not returned from the kingdom of Kaldisla. With any luck, she will never return. Without the Vestal, the people can devote themselves fully to their king. It is only a matter of time before believers of crystalism disappear from these lands. We have no need for the crystals or the Vestal. I shall become the supreme power here, and under the banner of anti-crystalism, the kingdom of Ansheim shall thrive, with me as ruler. This kingdom can last 1,000 years. How delightful it will be!
Do you think it will be that easy?
Do not be such a bore. You'd be wise not to rain on my parade.
My apologies.
What? This isn't... How are you here?
Regardless, I am here. I heard everything.
And just what did you supposedly hear? What new slander is this?
You're a poor actor, King.
You have some proof, then? Some evidence to show that I made these comments? Ha!
He's like a child caught in a lie.
No! Of course no such proof exists! I know you lot are plotting to tear me from the throne, but it won't work! It won't!
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Is this what you call leadership?
Just where did you creep in from?
We came through the secret passage in the giant clock. We know that you and Profiteer are in cahoots.
I trust you did not see anyone but soldiers on your way here.
What do you mean?
I see. Well then, not a soul will miss you if you and your companions die here, Wind Vestal.
You horrid beast!
Do not let any leave here in one piece.
Then we have a contract. If price is no object, I shall place all on the line for this battle.
There is no place for you here, Vestal.
I see. I regret my failure to see through the former king's misdeeds.
Where will the kingdom go from here?
I will take up the mantle of governance for the time being, though Ansheim will have to change. With luck, it will become a land led by its people for the benefit of all. What is certain is that it will ever be a welcome home to you and your companions, Lady Vestal. We will pray for your safe journey. Go, and bring your light to all the world.
Look!
The crystal has reverted to its pre-awakened state. Do you know the cause of this, Aerie? The crystals have never been awakened before, so I knew it is too. But you are a Christ Fairy, right? Yes, but that doesn't mean I know everything.
Should we perform the rite of awakening?
I think so.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
That's Arthros, the bringer of doom!
So the creature is back as well.
We'll just have to defeat them again!
That was rough. I don't remember that being as hard last time.
I thought the same.
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts! Of course. I'm ready, Aerie. I know you've done this 4 times already. Time to get...
Yes.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! You did it! You awakened the crystal! Well done, Agnes!
Have you checked your brooch, Cherry?
Yes.
Are you okay, Agnes?
Yes. I need a short rest, but then we should head to the next temple.
Okay. This is... We fought the ranger here.
Halt! Artemia. So you still hunt the woodland Orochi here? Artemia hunts many Orochi. At Einheria's orders? Artemia, obey! Only obey! Sister's orders, only truth! I see. You haven't changed. You could not stop Einheria. How Artemia live, not yours to say! How sister think, not yours to say! Artemia not tell sister how to think! How sister think, tell how Artemia live! Only sister tell how Artemia live! I understand. I've heard enough. Artemia, and all pray. I said enough. Nothing wrong. You pray. Thrill. Hunt is on! It's made of what? I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon. awful.
What?
Who are you? Nephilia! Idea? It's Idea! Filthy thing! Toying with my sister's heart! I've never seen so dirty a hypocrite! My sister loved you. Oh, but I'm not blaming you! This is far better than the way you used to be. It's so hideous! So deliciously twisted! I feel nauseous just speaking to you. So you're killing fairies again? These fairies are incredibly important to Florum's people. How can you do this? You've always been this way. Full of platitudes, happy laugh. Always so pretty. So pretty you reek of rot and decay. Keep away, Idea. All humankind is dirty. A fine pack of filthy pigs. That girl with you, Idea. That is the Wind Vestal, is it not? Just how long do the two of you intend to feign trust? How long till the facades drop? What will it look like, I wonder? The moment all the little platitudes that hold you locked together start to crumble. Show me! Quickly! Quickly! And now, the hands that killed me are stained in blood. Good. Knowing that I've sullied you is enough. So, where is it that you hail from? I know you are not of this world. Where are you? Where?
She seemed to know what had happened to us.
It cannot have been pure conjecture. If only we could have questioned her further.
You! So it is you, Idea. You are the last person I expected to run into here.
There's nobody here. This is the hidden village of the Crystallists. Why would it be empty? No. Could this be the work of the Duchy?
This place has been deserted for ages. Since well before I was sent to these lands.
What?
This is indeed the hidden village of the Crystallists. I have explored it a number of times, but I never found any trace of people living here.
Now that you mention it, it doesn't look like anyone has lived here for years.
Perhaps they orchestrated their own destruction.
What do you mean?
The Orthodoxy was consumed by greed and obsessed with power. They paid no heed to the people's needs. I would not be surprised if the Orthodoxy's corruption spread here, causing it to collapse from within.
I served only the crystal and knew nothing of the world until I left the temple, so I cannot know if what you say about the Orthodoxy's corruption is true. However, I know for a fact that you oppress not the Orthodoxy, but innocent Crystallists. Regardless of your lofty ideals, this cannot be forgiven.
Yes, you are right. We capture followers and force them to convert, to erode the Orthodoxy's power. We use violence to wrest them away from their beliefs. This is our goal, by fair means or foul. However, I must admit, I have grown slightly weary of the Legion's tactics.
Weary?
My sisters, Mephilia and Artemia. They have been scarred by the things they were ordered to do. You turned your back on the duchy, Adia. I could not excuse your conduct, but I understood your reasons. Somehow, in a way, I envied your ability to take meaningful action.
Then it is not too late for you. Leave the Blood Rose Legion and come with us. It would be a boon to have you on our side, Anhyria.
That I cannot do. I cannot.
But why?
You and I learned the ways of the sword under the same master. We have been through much. We swore our blades to the service of Eternia and pledged to fight for her future. We swore we would honor the ideals held by the Grand Marshal and strive to bring the world he envisioned to fruition.
But the reality we face is quite different from that my father sought. Surely you must see this.
Yes. The Blood Rose Legion and the Duchy have compromised those ideals. I know this as well as you.
Then why?
No ideals can be achieved by following the path of virtue alone. I will not look back, nor buckle at the knee, no matter how dirty my hands or sorrowful my heart. I must bring his world into being. We shall build a land where all are free from the crystal curse. I must continue this thankless task. I will fight on to the end. Let us make a clean fight of it. Me and my beliefs against you and yours. You've grown stronger.
Anhyria.
Why do you weep? You've bested me. Be proud.
I never wanted.
Adia, hear me now. My final request. Meet with him, with your father, face to face. No more intermediaries. Look at him. Look at him, and you'll see it. What he seeks. I know.
I will. I swear it to you.
Good. That's good.
This place doesn't seem any different. Birgit was made Flower Maiden at the 47th Sacred Flower Festival. It looks like the Sacred Flower Festival is over.
I wonder what Olivia is doing. Let us go visit the matriarch.
Who might you be, child?
I am the vessel of wind. Agnès oblige.
I see it now. My, but you've grown, dear. Florum is more beautiful for your visit. If only Olivia were alive to see you, she would have been so happy.
What? You mean Olivia is...
About 6 months ago, I am afraid. There was a great earthquake at the hidden village, and she perished protecting her crystallists.
It cannot be.
Her successor was rejected by the Orthodoxy due to her illness, and there is no other. She was such a talented child, but the Orthodoxy cast her out.
And what of the water crystal?
The shield put in place by Olivia disappeared with her demise. Now I fear that not a soul can get near it.
Then we must act. Leave this to me.
Of course. I pray you are able to bring the light back to the water crystal, Wind Vestal.
It seems women are being tricked and captured in this world as well.
We must set them all free! Ah, but that would put me in quite the bind. It's the Red Old Man! Now that is unfortunate. You could have at least called me dashing, don't you think? You do realize you are trespassing. I think it's time you ran along.
We know what you are up to. You must stop using these women for your wicked ends.
Oh, do you now? My pretty little thing. Well then, go ahead and tell me what I am doing.
There are more toxin.
What? Well, knock me over with a feather. Just where did you hear that?
You told us yourself.
I did? Just a second. Have I met you somewhere before?
No, I believe you have yet to make our acquaintance.
Feigning ignorance, are we? Very well. How much do you know?
You use cologne containing pheromone toxin to trick and exploit women for your own gain.
Well, well. Isn't this awkward? You seem to have seen right through me. You do realize the women I woo get something out of this too, right? My techniques are truly superior. They all leave satisfied.
You filthy old man!
Oh, I thought I recognized you from somewhere. You're the Grand Marshal's daughter. You seem intent on disparaging my little operation. But I'll have you know the Council of Six has given full approval.
What?
Don't you see? Your father has personally condoned this operation that you call filthy. I fail to see how it warrants criticism from his own blood. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now off you go, children. I have much work to do here.
We're not going anywhere.
We'll not turn a blind eye to this wickedness.
Oh, so that is how you want to play it. I'll warn you, I'm not the kind to roll over easily myself. It looks like I'll have to teach you the hard way. Since you're clearly incapable of managing my nickname, let's make this formal.
Yeah, we know. Captain of the Blood Rose Legion, the Red Mage, Old Man de Rosa!
Whoa, hold on there.
What is it?
Oh, it's just...
Does it bother you that your father approved of that man's plans?
Yes.
Not to sound like Lord De Rosso, but don't you think you are underestimating him? When we obtained the report he had written earlier, I took down the details in my journal. The Red Mage has stopped at nothing to claw his way up the ranks of the Eternian forces. You should read them again sometime.
I will.
Look!
This crystal has also reverted. Should we perform, I think...
Wait, something lurks nearby.
That's another...
Hear that?
And awaken the crystal, of course.
I'm ready. I'm sure you have it. Time to get...
Yes.
told you, this is dangerous! Hello? Can you even hear me? What's gotten into you, Agnes? Why did you... I do not know. My mind drifted. I was in a haze. Everything beyond that... Well, the crystal was this close to being destroyed. Please, Aerie. You must forgive me. Enough about that. At least the crystal is still intact.
Agnes, are you alright? That was the longest you've ever prayed.
It really set my balls to pounding.
Seems it took its toll.
Forgive me for worrying everyone like that. Don't ever try that again, alright? When I say stop, I mean it. Oh, look at your Vestal garb, Agnes. It's all threadbare. Huh? Oh, what should we do?
It has seen a lot of use of late.
Let's go and ask the sage to repair it.
Huh? Ah, I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear. And who might you be?
I am Agnes Oblige, Vestal of the Wind.
Ho ho! Little Agnes, is it? My, how you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Why the long face? If there is anything this feeble old man can do for you, name it.
He hasn't changed a bit. Sage, Agnes's Vestal garb has become threadbare.
Oh, her Vestal garb, you say? Let me take a closer look. Yes, this should be easy to patch up.
Sage, do you remember me at all?
Yes, I remember you well. This is the third time, after all. But perhaps you might call it the first. Still, I remember you all too well.
The third time? What do you...
Of course. Let me put it this way. Which world are you from, Agnes?
What?
Well, you'd better come inside. Now then, I was about to pour some tea for us, but I fear this may not be the time for sitting quietly with a hot brew.
Sage.
Are you aware I was a founder of the organization that became the Duchy of Eternia?
Yes.
Then you know of Lord De Rosso?
We do.
And are you familiar with the circumstances that led Lord De Rosso and me to build that organization? Not to worry. Well then, Agnes, you must decide who is your most trustworthy ally. Then travel to the nearby cave with them. You will find it to the southwest of here. Once inside, I will tell you all I know.
I will also give you your Vestal garb there. You should understand your situation better once we are done. I shall go on ahead. I would advise you to heed my words. You must bring only one ally with you. Your other companion should wait outside the cave. I shall see you soon.
It seems the sage knows something of our predicament.
But why can only two of us go?
Who knows what that old man is thinking?
Who do you think I should choose?
Well, I guess... You have to make your own choice, Agnes. Remember the sage's words. You have to decide who you trust most, Agnes.
Do I count as well? I'm going with Anya's either way.
Wait, I think it should be me. You need a man who knows how to look after a woman. I would die for you, Agnes. Of course, I would die for you too, dear.
So I play second fiddle to her, huh? Whatever.
The jealousy of a woman spurned is so endearing.
Oh, shut up, Ring-a-Bell. I'm not jealous at all.
As calm as ever, I see. It would have been nice to see you blush, at least.
What am I to do?
Like I said, just make the decision yourself, Agnes. What?
Nothing. Can I see you outside, Tiz?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Hey, don't mess up, lover boy.
What? Stop giving me a hard time.
What about me?
So, what is it?
Do you remember what I said to you right around the time we met, Tiz? I said I would like you to join me.
Yes, I remember.
And you have stayed at my side this whole time, through journeys far and wide. So, I think I would like you to be the one to come with me. Will you do it?
I feel the same. I remember the promise I made. I'll never forget it. Not till my dying day. I've come this far with you. I've stuck with you until now. You will always be a ray of hope to me.
Tiz.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is... I'd be honored to go with you.
Thank you. It seems I have come to trust you more than any other since that day.
'Tis a shame, Agnes. But Tiz has a kind heart, and I know he will take good care of you. That I guarantee. Tiz, I am counting on you to escort Agnes with the utmost care.
I don't think he needs any advice from you, Ring-a-Bell. It's not fair! I thought I was your perfect partner, Agnes! And now you're leaving me behind? How could you? After all we've been through? I am sorry, Eri. I hope you can understand. Stop acting like a brat and give them a proper seeing off, Eri. Go on, get going already.
We'll be back soon.
Take your time.
There you are. Ah, so this is the one you have chosen. I envy him. You make a fine pair. Were I 1,880 years younger, I would gladly have taken your hand in his stead, Agnes.
1,880?
Yeah. Beside that, please tell what you know.
Yes, that is why we have come to you, Sage.
Do you understand what I meant when I said it was the first time we had met? You are not originally of this world. That is why we meet for the first time.
Yes. Sage, earlier you said this may be the third time we have come in contact. What did you mean by that?
Your only memory of me is when you were brought here by the previous Vestal. Correct, Agnes?
That's right. I came with the Mother Vestal and Olivia when I was but a young girl.
However, I have met another who looked exactly as you do now.
What?
It was a very long time ago. More than 1,800 years, in fact.
1,800 years?
Just how old are you, Sage?
Me? I have lived almost 1,900 years.
1,900 years?
No cause for surprise. Lord De Rosso is 500 years my senior. We were once mortal enemies, he and I. I was High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy. He was an immortal who led those seeking to thwart us. We crossed swords on the field of battle dozens of times. In our final battle, the fighting went on for over 100 days. A true struggle to the death. With both forces decimated, the two of us met in combat, each determined to land the killing blow or die trying. At that moment, an angel appeared before us. This wounded angel was a beautiful young woman who looked exactly like you, Agnes. Both Lord De Rosso and I were mesmerized, and before we knew it, we cast our swords aside and went to her aid. She had lost her light, and her wings were broken and severed. We knew she was beyond saving. We were only with the angel a short time. To Lord De Rosso and I, who mark our lives in centuries, it seemed little more than an instant now. But this moment changed both of our lives dramatically. With the last of her fading strength, she spoke to us of the crystal's secrets and of their dangers.
Dangers?
I was a man of the cloth, and Lord De Rosso was one who opposed my religion. The truths we learned that day shook the very foundations of all we had both believed in.
What did the angel tell you?
The crystals have existed since well before both the Orthodoxy and the Old Faith. The Vestals do not draw the favor of the crystals by right. This title was merely given by those of the faith to ones who had this gift. Originally, it was thought that mankind should not come in contact with the crystals. Attitudes towards the crystals only changed among the people after the teachings of crystalism spread.
What do you mean that we should not come in contact with them?
Unleashing the power of the crystals without due care can destroy the borders, opening the door to the harrowing. There have been warnings about this since before recorded history. The angel confirmed there was truth to these warnings.
What is this harrowing?
I have spent the last 1,800 years trying to find out. But as yet, I am still in the dark. The true nature of the harrowing is shrouded in mystery.
Is the great chasm that opened in Kaldisla not the harrowing?
The Great Chasm is merely an omen of it. It was one of the events the angel spoke of. I cannot say if the harrowing results from the great chasm opening up, drawing in darkness, then spewing it forth, or it may point to the tainting of the seas, the wind stopping, the volcanoes erupting.
In a previous world, we awakened the four crystals and calmed the fury of nature. Then we summoned the holy pillar to close the great chasm.
You may have acted in the belief that what you did would help. However, the path you have taken to this point aligns perfectly with the path to the harrowing prophesied by the angel.
The path to the harrowing?
Do you plan to awaken the crystals again? If so, you would do well to heed what I have said. Always question how the actions you take will affect the world around you.
We will.
Thank you for hearing me out. It is a remarkable resemblance, Agnes. You and the angel. Speaking with you has brought the memories of 1800 years ago back as vividly as if they were yesterday.
Sage.
At this rate, I shall be compelled to clasp you to my breast and plant a kiss upon your lips. I shall now set forth on a journey. You have filled me with the passion of youth for the first time in many years. Why do you look upon me with such a piteous gaze? I may have lived 1900 years, but I am not ready to lay down and die yet. You two youngsters should go back to your friends. Here, I have repaired your vestal garb.
Thank you, Sage. Thank you very much.
Of course. I wish you good health, Agnes.
What do you think of the Sage's story, Tiz?
To be honest, I'm even more confused than before.
I have to agree. I get the feeling he has not told us the full story.
But why would he leave us in the dark?
He either did so for good reason, or because there was something he was unwilling to share.
Either way, he sure is an old lech, huh?
You are not wrong there.
Anyway, let's go meet up with the others.
There they are!
Sorry for the wait.
That old fart hasn't filled your head with strange thoughts, has he, Agnes? No need to worry, Aerie. Agnes had Tiz to look after her after all.
Yeah, well...
You two are quite the pair. I envy you.
That's what the sage said.
Did he now? I am not surprised. He and I did have a few things in common, to be sure.
That's enough out of you, Ring-a-Bell.
What on earth could that ship be doing? Oh, pardon me.
Did you see something?
Yes. A strange ship has been appearing in this harbor ever since the start of the war. It's a decrepit old sailing ship, and it always shows up on foggy nights.
Has it tried to harm you?
No, it's just an eerie sight, though you can hear screams coming from it.
That's the ship. It's still prowling around.
Where did this fog come from?
It's heading for us!
What do we do? There's nobody on board.
An actual, real-life ghost ship?
Aha! Guess that yet breathe? A rare honor!
Have you found what you were looking for?
What do you know of this? So you can read the hearts of men, Winvestal. Amazing. You have a second sight. Welcome to our pirate ship, the SS Funky Francisca. I am Captain Barbarossa, leader of the Black Blades Naval Force. You must be the Winvestal and her companion. A pleasure to meet you. I am a ranking member of the Black Blades. Of course I've kept abreast of your comings and goings, Vestal. You have made quite a name for yourselves, in fact. Were you not aware? I have looked forward to meeting you in battle one day. I leave the helm to you, me matey. We'll make this a fair fight. Yeah! The ship is coming apart! How clumsy of me to step through the deck. I sail this ship in search of a certain something, prized by the commander and myself. You might call it adventure. Surely you don't have to be a man of the sea to know that.
I know what you speak of.
Well, aren't you two getting on famously, Ringabout?
Perhaps it is something women and children can never understand. If you think about it rationally, it does seem absurd. But absurd or not, it is adventure I seek. And the years I have spent wandering the seas in folly have shown me many truths.
That's it! The truth!
Now, let us have a little fun. See how you fare against my great axe! You and your allies have bested me, Winvestal. Such power. Forgive me, Suleiman. Commander, it seems my time is up.
Welcome, Wind Vestal. I see you have companions, too. Well met. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Shield Bearers. I must apologize on behalf of my soldiers. They did not know who you were when they stopped you.
No need to apologize. After all, you were kind enough to grant us the audience we sought.
I am happy to accommodate you. Now, what is it I can help you with?
We've come to these lands to journey to the Temple of Fire and awaken the crystal there.
The Temple of Fire?
Yes. We are aware the way there has been buried in lava. What is the current
The Mithril Mine? The Sword Bearers have occupied it at times, though we usually wrest it back from them. Currently, it is not held by either side.
I see. Oh, would you be able to grant us permission to stay in Heart's
Of course. The Shield Bearers welcome the Vestal and her companions. Feel free to rest your travel-weary bones in town. Someone, show the Vestal and her companions the way. What can I help?
Oh, look! The Wind Vestal and her merry band have graced us with their presence!
We haven't come to hear you sing, if that's what you think.
Oh, please! I'm sure you heard rumors of my voice and couldn't help but come to see for yourself, because we all know when I sing...
We go what?
Shut it! You won't get your way so easily. I'm afraid it's futile. My personal guard would gladly die for me. Isn't that right, darling?
We're here for you, Praline!
Thank you all! Let's sing a little tune then! Love in the Crossfire! Setting my sights against you tonight. Yeah! Not so fast. Come on, shield bearers! Love in the Crossfire red. What are you doing? This isn't on the set list. No, I'll just... Time to... How's that? No way! Why are you being so mean? You're supposed to worship the ground I walk on. Kick the Wind Vestal and that other riffraff out of here! How could you? That does it!
No, Praline! Don't leave us!
I'm so sorry.
The plan went off without a hitch. We should suffer much less attrition on the Eisen Bridge from now on. You've done us a great service.
The building you can see in the middle of town is the commander's residence. Mrs. Goodman has been informed of your arrival, Vestal.
Curses! After all the glory I brought them, they dragged me off to the boondocks to patch up wounded soldiers. All's fair in war, I say. Victory must be achieved at all costs. That is what war is all about.
Right you are.
Show respect for the enemy. The goal is not simply to kill. He's far too old to spout such childish nonsense. Pride and honor are merely shackles on the battlefield.
Yeah, I guess so.
He seems to think that waving a sword around in battle makes him superior. What an outmoded concept!
If anyone deserves credit, it's you, Dr. Kata. You treat not only your wounded allies, but the wounded shield bearers who fought against you. I have to admire you for that.
Oh. Do you really think so? Yes, you are quite right.
Is that by order of the Swordmaster?
Of course not. He would never approve of such actions. I have used my own judgment in this case.
Really? But what if word gets out? You'd get in trouble, Dr. Kata.
You do not worry about me. I merely seek to treat as many of the wounded as I can.
Did you hear that?
Yes, not quite how it went last time.
Do you think he actually has a heart? We heard what you had to say for yourself.
What? Who goes there?
My name is Adia Lee.
Adia Lee? You can't mean you're the Grand Marshal's daughter!
That aside, is it true that you've been treating wounded shield bearers, though you're an officer of the Black Blades? Why? Can it be that you truly have a heart? Do you seek to aid the masses? If so, then help us end this war.
Oh, that is rich! The very idea makes me laugh!
What?
You are somewhat misguided. Can you not understand that I need as many live bodies as possible for my experiments?
Live bodies? Experiments?
Exactly! I am Dr. Kata, salve maker. From weapons of mass murder to tonics of resurrection. There is no salve I cannot make. But when it comes to testing my concoctions, there are many obstacles. I cannot simply use wounded allies as specimens, can I? It is far cheaper and more efficient to use captured enemies. Do you not agree?
I should have known you were the monster I always took you for. I've been thoroughly duped.
Where is the master sample of your deadly toxin?
Oh, that. I'm afraid the Swordmaster has confiscated it. Not to worry, though. I still remember the recipe right down to the tiniest detail. I can craft more when needed and give those shield bearers another dose of my medicine.
We must put an end to him.
Of course!
No, it cannot end here. I have left so many experiments undone. My toxins could kill you in seconds. Vestal. That was close. I made the right call drinking that concoction to fake my death. It seems the Vestal was convinced of my demise. The world is indeed full of fools. Now, it is time I left this wretched place.
So you flee again, do you?
But of course! I do what I must to survive! By any means necessary. As long as I survive, I am After all, who but I can create weapons with the power to kill tens of thousands in one fell And once I am ready, I will obliterate you all! The sword bearers and shield bearers, the Vestal, and even the Black Blades! And then... Oh, mine?
Not the world of the living.
Look!
crystal has also should we prefer? I think.
Wait.
That's another.
Here they.
Awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts! I'm sure. Time to get. Yes.
Are you okay, Agnes?
Yes, I am used to it now. I need a short rest, but then we should head to the next temple.
Okay.
The fire crystal has been awakened. It has all been in vain. The war we started in this realm, the deaths of both ally and foe, and the demise of the fire vestal. Do you not think so? You who resemble a disciple I once favored.
Master? You introduced me to the way of the sword, Master. You taught me many things about values, standards, and good and evil. It's fair to say you had a great influence on me. My father was always concerned about his work and his ideals. He found little time to spend with me. Tell me, Master, Were the things you told me about righteousness, strength, and bravery all lies? That we should help the helpless and face strong foes without flinching? I cannot fathom why you have lit the fires of war in this realm, causing strife to so many innocents. I still find it hard to believe this is not the man I know. He would never do this!
You let sentiment cloud your mind, Adia. You are still as earnest as you were when you were a youth. You never waver in your disgust for recreant behavior. You condemn all that runs counter to your beliefs without fail. In a way, you remind me of your father.
What?
Yes, very much so. But you are still a child, unsullied by the world. There are no certainties in life. Righteousness and truth have a different meaning to each and every one of us. If you try to see the world as merely black or white, you'll lose sight of its true nature.
Many are quick to treat us as children, but they simply use that as an excuse for their own corruption.
The warrior's pride is not always compatible with the responsibilities of a commander, Adia. If I could act as I see fit, everything would be easy. But that is not the case. The same goes for your father. And someday, for the wind vestal you accompany.
Oh, don't compare her to you or my father. Agnes acts for the good of the world.
She fights to carry out her mission, no? Blood and tears are shed in its name. It is no different for your father or me.
Mission? No different? You and your soldiers plunged the world into turmoil. You started a war and took the lives of so many. How can you say Agnes is like you?
If you cannot see beyond the surface, then perhaps you will never understand. Do not be so blind. You must not lose sight of what is most important. I thought I had taught you that.
Enough sophistry. It is underhanded. That does it. I shall go to help Agnes awaken the Earth Crystal.
If that is your decision, I hope you are prepared to live with it.
I am. I'm ready to fight any who get in our way. Even you or my father.
Very well, then. I see you have made up your mind.
Master!
Well fought. I underestimated your conviction. Will you hear your master out one last...
Of course.
Take the time to speak with your father properly. If you do not end this petty dissent,
Master!
You two were always so difficult.
Master!
You showed skill making it to our central command, Wind Vestal. But unfortunately for you, you won't get any further if I can help it. I'll have you know I'm in top form today. Now you'll see just how helpless you are before me.
I bid you, Victoria, unleash your full power. Spare nothing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll have my fun, then close in for the kill. Why so...
Enough! You'll only hurt yourself at this rate.
You finally speak and it's out of concern for me. You need to learn your place, sniveling... worms.
It happened.
Victor, I can't breathe.
As you have grown more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once.
Victor!
Silence, if you please.
It's happening again.
Again? What do you mean?
Oh, I was just thinking out loud.
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name, though still a child, she was abhorred by those around her due to her affliction, as the orthodoxy cast her aside.
Huh? The orthodoxy?
She was taken in and raised by the orthodoxy soon after her birth.
This is new.
She simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. Then, a chance meeting changed her life. On death's door and abandoned, she was found by the Grand Marshal, who wandered the lands after renouncing the orthodoxy himself. He took her to Yoriana, nursed her to health, then brought her to this realm for treatment.
My father did this?
How can you not know? As his daughter,
He never spoke a word of this.
were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out. I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her. With the help of my father, who studied the amplification of white magic, she survived. But the treatment was not yet perfected, and she was left with terrible side effects. She suffers from periodic fits, which cause her body to writhe in pain. Her dread of these fits eventually caused her to lose all control over her emotions. But perhaps the most significant side effect was the cessation of her physical growth. Since my father and I began her treatment here, she has always had the childlike form you see.
If she's in such pain, how can you force her to use her powers?
I do not need you to tell me that. After the death of my father, I took over his research and have poured my heart into healing her body. But I could not relieve her agony, no matter how I tried. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, but ever, as long as I draw breath, I hope she is both my crime and my redemption.
Victor, that was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victor.
Back to my old self. But I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools. What?
Stop it! What is the point of us fighting?
The point, you ask? Because you disgust me, Adia.
What?
That is reason enough to fight? No. I wish to see your corpses flayed before me, fool!
What do you mean I disgust you? I don't remember doing anything to you!
But of course you don't! You have your help and blood relatives that care for you deeply. You live a life of comfort with many friends and teachers. And yet despite these blessings, you rebelled! How can you display such arrogance, Adia? I find your very existence offensive!
I fail to see how that is justified!
Is that right? You have no concept of the suffering of us have-nots. Justified or not, I despise you! Why don't you just roll over and die now? Victor, where are you? I can't unsee you.
Victoria! Victoria! We have lost her. My sole reason for living. God! Then, there is nothing else for it. I shall end this miserable life and take you home with me.
just as cold as before.
It is the same portrait as before, and just as big.
Right. And what a beauty his mother was. Same description, too. Lester, eldest son of the House of De Rosso. Future clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy. Born in the land of Eternia on a cold winter's day.
It seems a struggle between the old faith and the orthodoxy arose here in this world, too.
Never has a visitor spoken of matters of such import. 'Tis as if you have been to this castle before.
Lord De Rosso!
Ah, you know me then. You must be... Yes, I see. And it seems there is much you already know. Yes. Yes, I see.
Lord De Rosso's ordainment portrait.
From the old faith to the orthodoxy. An era of great change that sealed Lord De Rosso's fate.
The meaningless power struggle took place in this world as well, it appeared.
You know much. How uncanny. Almost disturbing. Which is perhaps ironic coming from me.
Lord De Rosso!
I see. My fate has already...
Lord De Rosso's castle siege painting.
This is where his never-ending struggle
and his never-ending sorrow.
So, you feel pity for me? Well, I suppose stranger things have happened.
Lord De Rosso.
The question is, to what extent do you... No, let us leave that for another time.
Lord De Rosso's portrait of immortality.
Accept me, and I shall grant life everlasting. Though it shall be filled with grief, thou shalt have all eternity to wreak vengeance upon thine enemies. Who or what was talking to him, and why?
Even I know not, just as I know not how you came to know those words.
Lord De Rosso.
Accept me. Ah, yes. Eternal grief and eternal vengeance.
Lord De Rosso's war landscape.
The war that changed the very land we walk upon. I shudder when I think of the manner in which it was waged.
Care for a taste of my power? The power to fell mountains and tear the earth asunder.
Lord De Rosso!
Then again, you people might... Well, we would simply have to try it to find out what would happen. No.
Lord De Rosa's portrait of the Archbishop.
So Juliana was responsible for cutting off the Vestals and temples from the corrupt Orthodox. But the description for this portrait only tells of the time he was hatching his plot.
Precisely. The actual events therein shall be told in other paintings.
Lord De Rosa.
Or perhaps you have already. Yes, 'tis in the realm of possibility for those such as you.
Lord De Rosa's asterisk paint.
There are asterisks in this world too? It seems the sage here in this world also wanted to reduce the Orthodoxy's authority. I've always wondered what they were made of. They have such a warm, bewitching glow.
Truth be told, he never shared the secret of their making with me either.
Really? He kept the secret from you too?
The next time we meet, I shall have him explain it to me. I commend you for making it this far. The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall...
You're referring to the angel painting.
Precisely. You know much that has yet to happen, my friends. The last test is a test of strength. I shall own... One might also say that there is no need, but be forewarned. I am a man of my word. Behold, the final painting.
Lord De Rosa's angel painting.
It's as he said. She looks just like Agnes.
You can say that again.
Yes, they could be twins. Is there really such a resemblance?
Did I speak thus in the previous world?
Oh, Lord De Rosa. I don't recall if you truly said that.
I seem to recall he did. At least I think.
Well, no matter. The truth is, there is a striking resemblance.
Father!
So you have come then. This is the Wind Vestal, I take it? Younger than I expected.
I am indeed Agnes Oblige, the Wind Vestal. I did not expect to face you again like this.
Again, you say?
It does not matter. I do not intend to go against all the ideals you hold, but your hatred of the Crystal Orthodoxy and oppression of Crystalists I cannot forgive. Why do you use force against them? Was discussion not an option? Do your ideals include spreading the flames of war, causing many innocent people to suffer? You did what you did to save Mother, right?
Enough, Itia! You clearly do not understand my motives.
I don't?
I lost faith in the Orthodoxy 20 years ago. The same year that the Great Plague swept through all of Luxembourg. The plague made its fury felt even here in Eternia. And many people died. But there was a way to stop it by using the Earth Crystal to amplify the effects of white magic. The plague could have been eliminated, but my pleas to use this option fell on deaf ears time after time instead. The Orthodoxy sealed off the roads, letting the plague decimate village after village. They claim to be our savior, yet leave people to die by the thousands just to save themselves.
So you took action, Father?
But the corruption of the Orthodoxy is trivial compared to the great secret of the crystals.
Secret?
When I left the Orthodoxy and met the sage in Ilyana, I was taught the secret of the crystals if misused. The crystals could bring about the end of the world.
What? What are you talking about? The crystals are the light of humanity delivered through the prayers of the vessels through the ages!
You are not wrong. But that is
is merely one facet of the crystal's wind vestal. I could not entrust crystals with the power to end all existence to the Orthodoxy, whose only interest is self-preservation. Then, my worst fears came true 15 years ago. The leaders of the Orthodoxy attempted the Grand Ritual for the sole purpose of enhancing their prestige.
The Grand Ritual? Surely not. The Orthodoxy would never use the power of the crystals in such a selfish manner.
Our reports suggested the Earth Crystal was extremely unstable by that point. If the Grand Ritual were conducted, Eternia could have faced destruction.
So you attacked the headquarters of the Orthodoxy and the Temple of Earth to stop this Grand Ritual, Father?
However, we were too late. By the time we got there, the Grand Ritual was already underway. Because of this, the Earth Crystal has been leaking power for the past 15 years.
So you prevented a crisis by tapping its power for the medical arts.
You finally understand. There may have been another way, I admit, but my feelings for my hometown and wife likely spurred me toward this solution. Wind Vestal, your awakening of the crystals may have edged us toward the heroine.
You have it wrong! We awakened the crystals to save the world from the heroine!
That is merely the Orthodoxy's view. I do not know what deceit lies behind it. I cannot allow those who act without proper understanding to tamper with the crystals. I won't waste my breath discussing it further.
Father! Mother!
So, you have come.
I'm sorry, Brave. This is all my fault.
Do not be absurd. This is hardly your doing.
Brave.
Wind Vestal. With these wounds, I shall never wield a blade again. I entrust the crystal to the Vestal. I have said my piece. Now it is for the Vestal to decide. I trust you will make the right decision. Do not summon the Pillar of Light. You must not.
Brave!
It's okay. He has lost consciousness, but swift treatment should save his life.
You look calm, Adia. It's as if you've grown up all at once. I do not blame you, you know. You must follow the path you believe is right, just as your father has done. Wind Vestal.
Yes.
You are not bound by the words of my husband, but do not discount them either. You are the last surviving Vestal. You are the hope that guides our people. Do not follow one belief blindly. Hear what others have to say before making your decision.
I will take your words to heart.
Thank you. You should go then.
Look after Father, Mother.
I will.
Look!
This crystal has also... Should we... I think...
Wait!
Oh, that's another... Time to... Yes. Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! Anyas, stop! I said stop! I told you this is dangerous! Hello? Can you even hear me? Well...
Agnes, are...
It...
See...
Don't...
What is this light? The holy pillar?
The same place as last time? It must be! This time, we must ensure we seal the great chasm and cleanse evil from the world! Yes!
It has been 30 years since the Templar joined the Crystal Orthodoxy.
The Templar? You mean my father joined the Crystal Orthodoxy? What?
So this is news to you? He rose through the ranks quickly, but suddenly abandoned the faith the year after the Great Plague struck. Then did he join a group preaching anti-crystalism.
He went from crystalism to anti-crystalism? Why would he do such a thing?
Some say he abhorred the orthodoxy for forsaking our village, abandoning it to the ravages of the plague. But until you ask him yourself, you will never know for certain. What we do know is it was winter 15 years ago that a great host, led by the Templar, invaded this land. He had secretly gathered like-minded allies to his side and seized power from the founder of the anti-crystalist group. So it was he usurped the very group that had taken him in and used it to invade the land of his birth. He attacked the Temple of Earth and seized the Earth Crystal. Then he destroyed the Orthodoxy's head temple and occupied his conquered homeland. The Templar restored the Duchy of Eternia, the nation that once ruled these lands, and named himself Grand Marshal. All were astonished at the speed of his onslaught and at the duchy's restoration. but none spoke out in condemnation for the people of this land and for those who ventured here with ailments incurable. His rule was the very definition of virtue and justice. Dark rumors abound, but they may be no more than the shadows cast by the blazing light that is the Templar. Yes, but the Great Plague? You might even say it was the root of the tumult across our land, and indeed all of Luxemdark.
What tumult?
It was 20 years ago that villages throughout this land met their ruin, you know. For that was when the Orthodoxy ordered all roads be blocked to spare the city of Eternia from the approaching plague, and Everlast Tower and Eternian Central Command that yet stand there in the city. They were once the property of the Crystal Orthodoxy, you know. Everlast Tower was the Temple of Earth, and Eternian Central Command was the Orthodoxy's head temple. Yes, that was what they were once called. They are the reason the Orthodoxy sought to stem the plague's spread before it reached, and yet that meant the Orthodoxy sacrificed countless lives in outlying villages to save what they held sacred. Perhaps the Templar, ever concerned for the people, could not forgive that. The day he invaded, he attacked the Temple of Earth straight away. The very place his former masters sought to save, but the people saw his actions as heroic, for it was he who ordered the energy welling forth from the Earth Crystal be fused with white magic and used to advance medicine. So it was that death by sickness has been nearly vanquished from our land. We can now live without fear of an untimely demise. But is he a hero who freed us from the terrors of sickness? Or a usurper who brings terrors unto the world? It all depends upon one's perspective, I suppose.
The light is blinding.
It is rather overwhelming.
So we must enter the light again, it seems.
It almost stings the skin, don't you think?
Yes, I feel the same. Grin and bear it! We must succeed this time! Okay, I need to start meditating so I can focus. Don't bother me till I'm done. I'll make sure all goes to plan this time. A wondrous and beautiful first light! My brooch awaits your divine radiance! Aerie is really giving it her all. She may feel responsible for things going awry last time.
Can you make some notes in your journal, ring a bell?
All right, I'll jot down anything that seems important, but I'm not sure how much I can do. Besides the piloting, there is one other problem. Yes, we'll have him to deal with when he comes.
You mean we have to go through that again?
Let us head to the deck! Alternus!
Where is she?
Who do you mean?
Where is that peculiar fairy?
You mean Aerie? Aerie? But why?
Tell me where she is, now!
Just what do you intend to do to her?
Slay her, of course! Once she is gone, this will end!
Do not try to stop us!
How could you betray the Grand Marshal? Your own father! Can you not see the grief you have caused?
It is always the same with you. You never listen to me. You and my father have done nothing but stand in my way. When you shattered the Sky Stone on the Echelon? When we entered the Eternian Central Command? You hindered us at every step! How can I understand without a word of explanation? For mercy's sake, tell us the whole story!
You.
Alternus?
Who are you?
What?
You are not Idea.
I don't...
Oh, it's shaking!
You are all trying to deceive me. Stand aside, cowardly fools, or your blood shall soak this dark blade. Do you know that fairy's true objective? She intends to let the power of the crystals run wild. You have all fallen for her ruse. That includes you, Winged Vestal.
Alternus...
You... Why?
Alternus!
Ring a bell! Hey! Ring a bell!
Are you alright? You just keeled over. We were worried.
The ship is pitching deep. Can you take the wheel, Ring a bell?
Yes, I'm fine.
Then let's hurry back to the bridge!
My memory seems to have returned. I see now. All is clear.
Hold on to something, everyone! Ring a bell!
I'm trying! She won't come around!
This has to work!